Hello there. So welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is breath and this is day 7. And tomorrow is the Pieta House Darkness into Light. So I'm planning on walking before the class tomorrow morning. And so, yeah, maybe are you doing it? The Darkness into Light. It's for a charity here in Ireland that's for people preventing suicides in Ireland. And it's an amazing cause. So I'm going to be out walking before the class tomorrow morning and looking forward to it. So come lie on your back. Tomorrow I'm going to move the studio over to there. The light, I really look like I'm in a dark pit, even though it's so bright over there because the light behind me is so bright. It's the technical thing. I have no idea what the technical thing is, but the exposure is too much. So great. Okay, so come lie on your back. So knees are bent and feet are flat on the floor. And just feel the deep of you resting on the floor. And then take a deep breath down into your belly. And then let that settle, let yourself land and just surrender to the floor. And again, deep breath down into your belly. And just hear the dropping, the sinking, the deepening. Nice. So as I inhale, I drop my knees down to the right. And then back up to center. And just find your flow with your breath. Knees down to the left. And back up to center. And then just travel. I have Chico with me, so if you hear snoring, you don't usually hear snoring, but if you do, it's him. Interesting. Today, I don't want to stay exactly with the breath. I'm kind of moving, but hearing my breath, but just kind of moving slightly where they're not moving completely connectedly. So just feeling you. What works best for you? Are you totally in sync with your breath? Are you offset with your breath? Kind of breathing but moving at the same time. Pretty normal. So then push your feet down and lift your hips up. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Bring your palms together and let them touch. And then as you drop your hips down, reach your fingers towards the space between your knees. And then rising. So I'm going to be inhaling as I rise. And then exhaling, lifting up, reach down between your knees. My fingertips stay touching. Inhale as you rise. Exhaling, rise and lift between your knees. One more time. Inhaling, rise with your hips. Exhaling, reach between your knees. Nice. Drop your arms wide and out into a T. We're going to do gliders. It's been a while since we've done gliders. So drawing your right knee over towards your left shoulder. And then come back to center. So drop both knees down towards the right. Let your left foot come foot to knee, and then let your knee travel up in the direction of your shoulder. And glide from side to side. So for me, there's inhale in the middle, and then it's a squeezy deep exhale on the traveling out to the side. Inhale, there's space in the middle, and then a squeezy deep exhale. Just feel that in your body. Or maybe you're just doing like breath, whatever way it travels through you. I'm very easy about it, but the main thing this month is we're just noticing, bringing awareness into it rather than forcing our breath into particular shapes or particular ways of being. It's like, what is it that's happening? And what do I feel like doing today? Nice. One more time each side. And squeeze. Nice. So we're going to reach for an alarm clock. So let your left hand travel like a helicopter in front of your face. Then reach your left hand over towards the right hand. You can drop both knees down to the right and then come back. And then let your right hand travel over towards the left and then come back. You can keep your feet flat on the floor. It's stronger into your spine, perhaps, or it does something different. Well, there's so many ways we can do things. Keep your feet flat. How is that in your body? There's less movement, but sometimes more connection. What's your breath doing? Nice. Come all the way back to center. I'm just pausing there. Nice. And then walk the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. So your knees have dropped wide. The soles of your feet are together. For me, always, I want to flatten my lower back down into the floor. Just containing the lower back a little bit more. So the next movement, it can be strong on the inner thighs, so be careful with this one. So push your elbows down, flatten your lower back down, and then lift your feet off the floor and draw your feet up towards you, pulling your feet down towards your belly. And then release. Drop your feet down until the baby toe side of your feet lands on the floor. Lift your hips up off the floor. So find your version of that. Maybe you stay on the floor with your feet and maybe you just lift up and down. Maybe you lift your feet off the floor, or maybe you lift one and then the other. How do you do this? Feet drop down, hips lift. Nice. One more time. Lift your feet up, draw your feet up towards your belly, interlock your fingers around your feet. Drop your feet down and lift your hips up. Nice. How wonderful. Stretch one leg long. Let it really feel like you're stretching it out of the hip socket. And then stretch the other leg long, stretching it out of your hip socket. And just pause there. Nice. So rolling over and come all the way up to stand. Come all the way over. How do you stand? How did you just do that? It's always a question for me. It's like, how did I just do that? How did I do that? So the next movement, so I keep telling people that you can sit on a chair. See, I've gone really dark now, so I'm going to have to move. See, I'm in a dark pit of, even though I'm really bright, it's because there's so much light up here that all down here goes dark. So I'm going to move. So I have a chair. And so if at any stage you want to do your sun salutation sitting in a chair, you can. So it's like reaching up, coming down, stepping back. Just imagine, whatever. You don't have to do the whole thing up and down. If you're finding that weight into your arms is not a good thing, then sit on a chair and do the whole thing, or weight into your legs is not a good thing. Somebody was asking yesterday about this pose here with one knee forward, one leg back. Sit on a chair for this bit and then do a flowy bit. You know what I mean? And so it's about creatively supporting yourself in the way that makes sense to you or that you can do, and then you slowly build. Okay? So come to the front of your mat or come sit on your chair. Okay? Really easy. It's about being in this body as it is, and then working with how do I do that movement and still be me. Okay, so reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up, bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down, hands to the floor and forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward. As you bring your hands down, push them into the floor and step the right foot back into a lunge. So this is the point where you could go get a chair if you wanted to, stick it underneath your bum if you're going to do the side thing, or hop your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your left elbow to your left knee, and then sweep your right hand all the way back. Somebody else was saying that they keep their arm really low, and they mind their arm by keeping it really low and just listening. So just find that sweeping up. I inhale as I sweep up, and then exhale as I sweep down. Inhale as I sweep up. Exhale as I sweep down. Nice. Turn towards the right side of your mat And both elbows come to your knees. Water whooshing. Bend the left knee and stretch into the left leg as you reach the left hand over towards the right. So whoosh. And then whoosh your right hand towards the left. And just feel that whooshing. And I'm really diving low as I pass through the center. And that suits me, but that might not suit you. So maybe you travel a bit higher through the center. Water whooshing. Water whooshing. Nice. Both elbows to your knees, both hands to your knees, and then rise all the way up to stand tall with your baby toe side of your feet connecting into the floor. Country dancing. So, country dancing, lift up your two thumbs and then point your right thumb over your right shoulder, and your left hand travels back a bit. And then point your left hand over your left shoulder. And what you're actually doing is really squeezing your rib cage and rolling your shoulder blades. And you also get to do country dancing. I just feel that. Feel down into your legs as you change the weight from one side to the other. How is that in your legs, in your pelvis, in your spine? Breathing. And how do you breathe as you move? How do you slow things down and really bring your attention inwards? Nice. Hands to your knees. Elbows to your knees. Hands to the floor. Turn your toes towards the front of your mat. Walk both hands forward, step forward. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Step your left foot back. Hop your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. And then reach long into the left arm and begin to sweep back as you reach the right arm up. So I inhale as I rise here, and then I exhale as I come down, touch the floor. Inhale as I rise, and come all the way down as I touch the floor. One more time. Inhale as you rise, and coming all the way down and touch the floor. Great. Turn your toes towards the left side of your mat. And then whoosh water towards the left. Whoosh water towards the right. And just feel that. Whooshing. 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 You can whoosh with no hands on your knees. It's just much stronger into your legs. I feel a bit more like a skater or a skier or something. Nice. Cool. Come back to center. From here, hands to your knees. Rising all the way up. And country dancing again. And really squeeze. Like, can you squeeze? As I draw my left thumb over, I'm squeezing the left rib cage really deeply. So how far down can you travel with your head and your shoulders as you country dance? Can you go slowly and hear the incredible shape of your body? And the upper elbow, I'm letting it rise, which gives space into the upper rib cage. Super job. Nice. Hands to knees. Bring your hands forward and then walk your feet so they're closer together. Drop your knees to the floor. Sweep your feet over towards the right and stretch your legs out long in front of you. Nice. Roll into your ankles, big circles. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bring your baby toes down towards the floor, breathing down into your belly as you do it. Bring your big toes down towards the floor. Nice. Bring your toes so you're like a ballerina, trying to bring your toes down, and then flex your feet. Toes. Flex your feet. One more time. Toes. And flex your feet. Roll deeply into your belly. And as you roll, hear your rib cage as it travels. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So you're sitting on your mat. And then hold on to your knees and lean back. So boat pose. So you're sitting on your bum, your feet are floating, you're holding on to your knees. And you can stay holding on to your knees for as long as you need to, or you can bring your toes to touch the floor if you need to, or you can keep your feet in the air if you can. See, that for some people this is really strong, for other people this is not so strong. See what you need. Reach your hands forward or keep holding onto your knees. Get taller through your chest, draw your shoulders away from your ears. And really feel like there's a sense of length up through the top of your head. Touch the floor with your toe. And then come back. And maybe a little bit out from you. Touch the floor with your toe. And come back. Nice. Either have your feet floating or let your toes touch lightly. Bring both hands over towards the right side. Come back to center. And then both hands over towards the left side. And back to center. And towards the right. Touch the floor. Center. You can have your feet on the floor for this. Or touch the left. Center. Nice. Reach your right hand back. Pick something up. Come back. Left hand back. Pick it up. Coming back. Hold on to your knees. Squeeze them in towards you. Nice. Bring your feet to the floor. Hold on behind your right leg and stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. And then bend your knee. Right leg up. And bend your knee. Other side. Hold on behind your left leg. Stretching up. Bend your knee. Stretching up. Bend your knee. Nice. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. And just because I don't know, this is one of those ones, because with yoga, I was kind of given all these things that you're supposed to do. And then I kind of threw out loads of them. But then this one I just think is so cute. I don't know if I don't know. So let your knees be like a butterfly. So you're sitting up tall and you're lifting your knees and dropping your knees. And always, if ever you've been in a class with me, this is the cutest thing to have like a group of 30 people all sitting, making little butterflies out of their knees. It's like, it's really cool. So right now, all over the planet, wherever you are, as you flutter your knees, it's very cool to be here with you. And just feel that. Where does this engage? Where do you feel this movement in your body? Nice, cool. Bring your feet wide so they're flat on the floor. And then tuck your right foot in so that it's resting, the baby toe side of your right foot is on the floor. Bring your right hand behind you and then reach your left hand forward into sandwich. Pull your elbow back and come into wing with your elbow back. Nice. So reach your right hand left hand forward and then pull your left elbow back. Nice. Left hand forward and pull your left hand back. Maybe you try and lift your bum. Left hand forward, maybe lift your bum. Depending on the health of your right knee, that would depend. Also the strength of your right hand. And just see. Keep your bum on the floor if that doesn't feel like wellness. One more time. Nice. Other side. Both feet to the floor. Tuck your left foot in. Bring your left hand to the floor. Reach your right hand forward. Sandwich. And pull it back. Those of you who are new to me, this is where you're sitting at a picnic and you're like, oh, that's my sandwich. And then you pull it back. I'm not sure what the wing would do with this picnic, but it's wing sandwich. Reaching forward. Pulling back. One more time. Reaching forward. Lift your bum. Nice. Pulling back. Reaching forward, lift your bum. I had to change the position of my left hand when I started lifting my bum. So find the place that's right for you. There's kind of a place where your center of gravity will be supported by the left hand. And a really good way of finding it is just lift your left hand up. And then wherever it lands is usually where your body knows you can lift it. One more time. Forward. And back. Nice. Bring both feet to the floor, knees are wide. Nice. And then drop both knees down towards the left, sitting up tall. Zigzag. Come back to center. And then both knees down towards the right. Zigzag. Back. Nice. So both knees down towards the left. And so there's so many different ways we can do this. So the first one is you're going to bring your two hands either side of that left knee, and you're going to bring your chest down and your nose down to the left knee. And then come back up. The next one is you're going to reach your hands behind you if that feels comfortable. If you know that that's already too strong, then keep your hands on the floor, nose down to your knee, rising up. Hardest one is reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Go really slowly. This is really gung-ho, okay? Slowly come down and bring your nose to your knee. And coming back up. I think for me, the coming back up is harder than the going down. I just feel that. So listen to your knee. You're not straining it. I'm banging the plant here. Just find which way you do it. One more time. Coming down. Whatever way you do, hands on the floor, hands behind you, arms above your head. Nice. Other side. Both feet back to center. Drop both knees down towards the right. Hands either side of your knee. Drop your head down. Rising up. Hands back. Drop your head down. Maybe hands up. Slowly coming down. So yeah, coming back up is the harder version for me. So going down, I can kind of, on some level, there's a bit of me that's collapsing as I come down. But then as I come back up, it's like everything has to work as I come back up. Nice. One more time, either hands on the floor or arms back beside you or arms overhead. Listening to your knees as you do this. Super cool. Stretch your legs out long. Just pause for a moment there. And then just twist towards the right, looking over your right shoulder. And then twist towards the left, looking over your left shoulder. Nice. You can stay there with your legs straight out, or you can come into a cross-legged position. Bring one hand to your chest and the other hand to your belly. I'm still here. Sometimes when I go silent, people think it's buffering. It's not buffering. We're just silent. I'm just listening. I love that shared silence in connection. It's like I can hear the silence we're creating. The stillness, the depth. Nice. So have a fantastic day. Or maybe you're doing this in the evening, and I hope you've had a fantastic day and have a glorious night's sleep. I will be walking tomorrow morning for Pieta House, Darkness into Light. I didn't get my t-shirt. I don't wonder why I didn't get my t-shirt. Anyways, it's okay. I have one from last year. So great. Be well. Be you. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. And I'll be over there tomorrow. Still fighting the light here. Great. Bye. Great. If you want to know anything about Norther, any events, webinars, Zoom classes, just general awesomeness here in Norther, you can email info@norther.com. If you'd like to contribute towards the yoga, you can pay €10 a month if you wish. And it's PayPal, Revolut, Patreon, bank, as you wish. You can post it to me. So great. Have a wonderful day. I hope it's sunny where you are. There was a big frost here this morning, so the sky is so clear. I'm going to head out for my walk and then go swimming in the sea. Dun, dun, dun. So great. Be well, be you, be awesome. And yeah, thanks so much. Such a deep and wonderful pleasure to be here.